Hello there everyone and welcome to P2 Plays. We're back, episode 4 of Blood Red Sky. It's been a while since we recorded an episode, so here we are once more. So anyways, today Paul and I have two sets of fighters to fight it out, so let's check it out. Today I'm running the MiG-3 for Soviet, 1 shot, 1 evade, and 3 speed, with the traits Great Dive and Sluggish. So Great Dive is when I plane activates to burn advantage. I can go its full speed instead of 6. Sluggish states that I cannot outmaneuver any planes. And then for my doctrine, for my theaters, I have superior armament, so I get to add 1 to my shooting attacks. And then poorly trained opponents, so whenever Paul wants to take a pilot skill, he will be having to take a maneuver test. And then finally, my doctrine card is Sustained Dive to help to basically remove the fact that I have to lose my advantage to basically dive. So anyways, that is of course the MiG side. Let's check out the German side.
So we're keeping this on the Eastern Front today, folks. We're running the Germans, and I'm running a Bf-109G single-engine fighter. My traits are Great Dive and Great Climb. And then for my theaters, I have Clear Skies, which means I can remove up to 2 of the clouds when we put them on. And then the other one is Defending the Homeland, which is where I can remove a Boon Chit. And then my doctrine is Wall of Lead, which is something I've never played before. And it is the bonus is Deep Pockets, play on a friendly plane, making a shooting attack after the dice are rolled. I can take a Boon Chit and re-roll any dice that failed to score success. And it requires a pilot test.
All right. Well, there is the two armies, the Bf-109G versus the MiG-3. So Russia versus Germany. Anyways, here on this nice blue mat. So anyways, when we return, we will be all set up and ready to go. All right, everyone, here we are. Setup has been completed. Here is the Russian setup. Over here, 3 MiGs. The regular at advantage, rookie at neutral, and then the the veteran at advantage. Over here we have 2 regulars at advantage, 1 regular at neutral. And over there for the Germans,
I've got 3 veterans together, 1 advantaged, 1 disadvantaged, 1 neutral. And then I'm doing a little bit of an odd setup over here. I've got my rookie. He's advantaged, but you know, they're all going the same direction, just a little separate. And then my ace is at neutral, and my regular is at disadvantage.
4 clouds were on this field, but thanks to Clear Skies, only 2 clouds are on this field. As you can see, the 2 small clouds in each corner. But yes, there is deployment, and this should be a lot of fun. So without a doubt, let's get into round 1 and move our planes. All right, so once more, here is deployment for round 1. If you haven't seen the last few battle reports, we're just going to show off deployment here, and then we're going to show you how it all comes together. So here's the before, and here is the after. After all our movement, here we are. The Germans slowly moving up the board, as are the Russians. Now, if you're realizing how fast this looks like we've already moved pretty quick, I mean, we almost probably got into shooting range here for round 1 is because thanks to Great Dive, I pretty much purged 4 of my Great Dives and my Sustained Dive. And then over there, Paul has purged all 3 of his Great Dives. Of course, the card that's face down is Clear Skies. But anyways, here's the end of round 1. So we're going to clean up the board, get everything ready, and move into round 2. All right, here we are, round 2. There are all our planes. So let us begin here with the advantaged fighters. And it looks like we have a few veterans to go and plenty of Russians over here. So, of course, I get to move first here. So for this, now we're moving in. If you haven't seen episode 3, I did talk about kind of the recording standards. So my first man right here that's going to move is this Russian. I am 393 in my speed, so I outspeed the Bf-109G, so I'll be going first. But anyways, for movement here, I'm just going to point to this man right here, and then when we return, this man will be moved, and we can talk about how he did his movement. All right, so after movement, I have landed right there. I was attempting to tail this ace, so I did a So I burned advantage to turn 180 at any point in my movement. Couldn't get the tail because of the friend that's up there, and I'm pretty sure I couldn't get it either way. So that is my ace's movement. Now it is time for Paul's aces.
All right. So my ace, let's see.
No, wait, your
advantage.
vets.
Just wait a minute.
Not aces, sorry, vets.
Like,
my vet.
Okay.
There's only one ace on this board, and it's for Germany.
All right, so we're going to...
So which one's going to move first?
I'm going to go up here in the front for my friend here, my advantage. And we're going to... We'll move all 8. Come around a little bit so I'm not leaning over the table as much after I knock him. And go forward one more for my full 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn this direction towards you.
All right.
And I believe I'm within 6 inches, so I'm going to outmaneuver you.
Okie dokie. All right. He has been outmaneuvered.
All right. For...
You want to put a little chit next to
Yeah, it would help, yes. So our
prove that he
good
actually...
fans know that we're done now. All right, so my other advantage for right here. Do I want a great dive or do I not? All right, so I'm going to do a great dive. I'm going to...
All right, so that again adds his full
neutral.
speed, so that's 16 for his full move.
So 16, 7, 14, and...
Another 2.
Another 2. And I can either outmaneuver you or climb, but since I have pilot skill over you, I'm going to just outmaneuver you. So you're going to outmaneuver my friend right there. Here, me.
There we go.
All right.
All right, so 2 Russian regulars have been outmaneuvered.
And then that is all that I have, because it's down. It's next up is your.
Yes,
regular.
I have.
Or do you have any regulars?
I do not have any regulars. You forced them all to neutral. Now I do have a rookie before your rookie gets to move, because you don't. You only have 1 regular and it's at neutral.
Right.
So my rookie will he will move. So let's see where he goes. All right, here we are. So, as you can see, my friend has moved up his 8. I decided to do a burn advantage for 180. So we went through the cloud. I was considering using sustained dive with great dive, but the problem is I would have gone the neutral either way. But I was thinking about doing great dive to try to get around, maybe try to tail the one little German that's out there, but, well, no, that didn't happen. All right, now we have Paul's 2 over here.
And you're in the clouds, so I can't shoot you. All right, so I'm going to go forward 8. Minus 7 plus 1. And then I apparently left my thing over there.
And he's going to make a turn here.
Yep, we're going to turn our 45, and we're going to go that way, and we're just going to continue to climb. I'm a rookie. I can't do anything. I'm just going to climb.
He's afraid of the cloud. Maybe there's a Russian aircraft in there.
Who knows, right?
All right, well, anyways, that is all of the advantaged fighters. So let's go on to the neutral fighters, because we have quite a lot around here to fly. First up, the Ace. He is the best pilot on the board.
And the Ace...
Can't shoot anyone. Everyone is at neutral with him.
That's right, correct. I'm just measuring.
And the guy over there is touching a cloud, so...
He couldn't shoot me anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, my guy is going to... Okay, I'm only going to take half my...
movement here?
Half my movement, and I'm going to disadvantage my friend there.
All right, if you want to...
yeah, I got it.
Disadvantage?
Stay right there and take a dive.
Okay. So now that is a disadvantaged Russian aircraft. Anyways, now we move on to the 3. The 4.
Yeah,
you have a 4.
I do have a 4, and he is kind of here by himself because he was disadvantaged start to fight. So we're just going to move him up 8. Gonna be a nice and easy. I'm going to ease him up into the battle, and we're going to put him at advantage.
All right.
And then that leaves next up your...
all of my neutrals. So anyways, here they are. So here's the before. All right, here we are at the end of it all. So anyways, my 3 pilots went up. So I had the 2 that are up there were able to use sustained dive with great dive. So they were able to move over all the way up there and then climb, since sustained dive allows me to stay at my neutral, which they were. This man here just turned 180 and basically just climbed for that. All right, Paul, that leaves now your 3 that's over there.
Yes, and I have a plan. We're going to see if it works. I smell blood right there, friend. I'm looking at you. Yes, sir. I'm looking right at you. So we are going to scooch you up. We're just going to scoot up 7.
All right.
And I'm going to make sure that's still within range, because I don't want to say that and then be like, oh, nope, never mind. Yep, we're good. Yes. And so we are going to, because I want some bloodshed, I'm going to get right directly at you.
All right.
And I'm going to fire away because I like it.
All right.
So we're going to get a little action this time.
Yes. Take the arrow, and what my arrow is, do I point right at your arrow?
We point directly at each other.
All right. This is a head-on shot.
We are spot on. We're going for bloodshed today, folks.
Some nice gunfire being returned here, so we'll let the Germans go first. And
so my attack is 2, and my pilot score is 3. So I'm shooting 5 in on you.
And let's go over to our new dice tray.
Need an ace for a hit, 2 for a crit. But that was a waste of my time.
All right, so I will get my dice and be back. All right, here are mine. I'm going to throw them into this cup here. This is much easier for me. Anyways, just for the rules for this, if it bounces into the middle section, that is a reroll. If it bounces out, it's a reroll. That does not count for any rerolling of any dice. So again, here I'm 4 shots, 1 shot per the MiG, and then 3 for my pilot skill. I did get a crit on that.
Ouch.
So that is a crit. 1 boon chick going over to the Germans, and then let's see if Paul can evade this.
All right, so I'm going to have 2 and 3 more, so 5.
All right.
Oop. If I don't throw in the floor. Gotta have an ace to evade it. Mm-hmm. Or I'm outmaneuvered. I did.
An ace to evade it.
So, still got the boon shit, but don't have to go down.
But yes, if anyone's wondering, the heads, these little Kriegman heads, those are the 6s on the dice, so that is what I'm using today. But anyways, that is Paul's 3. So the last fighter to go is my disadvantaged 3. So let's see where he's going to go. All right, here is the presence after that movement. He just moved on up just a little bit there, just right in front of the German plane he just shot back at, causing the boon shit, of course. And then, of course, he's just going to climb. So anyways, that is the end of round 2. Here's a look of the board right now. So we're going to clean up and then move on to round 3. Welcome back. Here is the start of round 3. A quick look of what ended in round 2. So let's begin round 3, and we're going to begin with Paul's friends over there.
My advantage 4. So let's see here. Can't shoot at you yet. I've only got my 1. I've got 2 advantage 4s right here. I'll start with the one up front.
Okay.
And I'm actually only going to I'm going to try to pull him back into the fray of things. So we're only going to go up 4. And we're going to turn our 45. I'm just going to work on him a little bit, let him climb. So he's going to sit out there and chill for just a second. However, this one, he's going to go forward too, but he's going to turn. I'm thirsty over here. I want this little dude right here. I don't get a nice head-on shot with him, but I can.
No, but I believe you might be in there.
In range, but not for head-on.
Nope. Head-on is, again, the 2 arrows pointed, so you could just get to cleanly shoot at this man right here.
So I'm going to take my 4 plus my 2 and see if I can get an ace on him.
Over to the dice tray we go.
I do get a hit on you.
All right, I'll go gather my dice. All right, there is 4 dice again. It's 3 for my pilot skill, 1 for my evade. Do we take a boon shit, but do we go down a level? No, no we don't. All right, well there we go. A boon shit on me. So let's move over to my 4 and let's see where he will be going. All right, so welcome back. Here we go. So after the end of that movement, I was able to burn advantage to go 180 to tail the German pilot right there and force him down to disadvantage. So now I'm going to shoot him. So I'm going to get, of course, my dice here and I'm going to fire. And I will also be using superior armaments to get 1 more dice in there as well. All right, here we are at the dice tray again. Normally it's 4 dice plus 1, so 5, but with superior armaments, I get 1 more. I did not pass the gunnery test for superior armaments, so I do not get it back. So let's see what we roll. And we roll a crit right there, Paul, for you. So 1 less defensive dice. So let's see what Paul can roll. So Paul is going to roll 4 defense here. Again, the crit reducing his agility by 1. And he gets it. So his pilot doesn't go sinking into the ocean just today, but that is 2 boon shits on the Germans. And with that, we're going to then move to the other advantages. And ooh, look at all those 3s flying over there, those 2 Russian 3s. So let's see what they can do. So here we are. So my friend over there decided just to turn 180 and turn around, trying to hunt down these German airfire. This man here, he was able to turn 180, come on down and tail this ace. So he is just going to shoot in the back. Again, that ace was at neutral, so being pushed down to disadvantage. So let's fire 4 shots at this ace and see if we can't sink him. So here we go, here's 4 dice. No, finally we miss our shot. So sad, so sad.
Yes, so sad.
But anyways, I still get my pilot action of, oh no, my pilot action is to shoot you. Okay, so that is over. Now we move on to neutral fighters, and there's a neutral 4 over here, because the 5 was neutral, but he no longer is.
Not neutral now. All right, so it's clearly obvious that my friends need some help over here, like in the worst way. So we're going to do a half go 4. I'm going to turn him. I need to keep him back at advantage, so we're just going to go there for now.
And probably just climb at the end of that.
And climb, and there we are. Oops.
All right. So that is it for that man. Now let's move into the neutrals. My neutral 3. Hey, look, he's going to shoot you right in the face, Paul. Let's head on shot.
Oh, here we go, boys.
Let's head on shot with that pilot right there.
You have lots of neutral 3s. Yeah.
I got 2. The man over there and the man right there. I need to put a zoom shit on him.
Oh, here, I got you.
I think. So, okay, so he is done.
There.
All right, so let's start off with the frontal shot. Again, there was no major change here, so he basically just gets to shoot you in the face. Yeah. So 4 dice here. Let's roll them. Nothing. All right, so Paul's going to get his dice and come on over. So Paul has 5 total dice here. Let's see what he can get. Oh,
crit.
A crit. So anyways, I get down to 3 dice here. I also take a boon shit, so 3 dice. No evade, so I lose my advantage level as well. So that is a boon shit and a disadvantage level. So let's see where our good friend can go. Here we are after all of the movement of the neutrals. I have 1 man going all the way up there. The man here, of course, that shot and of course took a boon shit to his face and also went disadvantaged. Just flew up and kindly just decided he's going to go back to neutral. My rookie right here decided he's going to fly out of the cloud, burn advantage, turn 180 so he can point down and shoot at the ace. And we totally forgot about the Paul's advantaged rookie over here, so he just kind of flew up on the board. So anyways, let's take some shots at that ace. 3 shots, 1 plus 2. Nothing. So that is it. So Paul has his 2 advantaged fighters, 2 disadvantaged fighters to go. First up is the ace.
All right, well, he is going to, let me come over here on this side, and he is going to go halfway And he's going to turn his 45. We're going to try to bring him back to neutral.
All right, and his friend up there.
Yes, my dear friend here, whom he's just kind of flying away from everybody. He really can't shoot anybody yet because he's not.
Well, he's disadvantaged, and he's getting tailed quite a lot over here.
Not doing so hot, so.
I mean, this board over here is more congested with the Russians than over there, where the three aces are kind of just like
my Germans are not doing so hot.
Twiddling their thumbs over there.
I'm gonna go up here so we can't, and we'll go back to vantage.
All right.
And try to get them healed up a little bit.
All right. Well, that is the end of that. There's no other planes that are this advantage. Here is the board state after round number 3. You have to remember this is round number 3. But anyways, here is the board state. So we're going to clean up the board and move to round number 4. Here we are, started round 4. Quick look of the board state. And then the friends over here. Anyways, I'm going to just show you a before here because there might be a possibility Paul can shoot, but if we can, we'll come back, throw some dice. If not, we'll just show you where they end up. So here is the before, and here is the after. All 3 of these little German planes have just slowly moved up the board. The man right there did burn advantage to turn 180, and then came up. But anyways, there they are. So no shooting because they were too far away. But anyways, now to the one and only 3 that is at advantage, that MiG up there. So let's see what he will do. So after that, my Russian friend here used great dive and sustained dive. I was able to keep the sustained dive, and sustained dive allowed me to stay at the advantage level. We did come over here to move Paul's rookie as well. He just moved up the board and slowly decided to face off against these MiGs. So anyways, now to all of the neutral. So let's see where a lot of the neutral stuff is. I am 1 speed higher, but the neutral 5 does have to go first here. So let's see where that ace gets to go. Paul, where is that man
so he
flying
is
off
to?
To safety, probably?
Kind of. He's, I want to get on climbing points, so we're going to go up to 4. We're going to probably take him to safety for the most part. Of course, they could zoom up behind him, but I'm going to turn him and climb to make him look a little better. Okay. Okie
dokie. Well, that is the end of that. So now with that, I'm going to move my 4 and then my all 3 of my 3s. And then after that, we move Paul's 3. And then, of course, my 2. So first, let me move my veteran. And if anything happens, like shooting dice, we'll be back. Folks, we are back. My veteran was able to just move up minimum of 4, which is half of his movement speed, and then able to turn 45 and then target this man, tail him once more, and then we're going to shoot him with 6 dice. Naturally 4 plus 1 plus superior armaments. I did roll for superior armaments. I am able to keep it for another shot. So anyways, here we go. Well, how about no? No shots there. So that is the end of my vet. So let's move the 3s around and we'll be back with that. All right, folks, so here we are. My friend here decided to come on down. He turned 180 at any point in his movement. He wasn't able to tail this friend there. The other friend over here, this man right here, turned 180, came back, had to come back to neutral, so no shots. The man right here is going to attempt to fire at this German fighter. It is a side shot. No way I can't get around that. So anyways, I'm going to get my dice and we're going to fire. 4 dice right here. Let's roll them up. And a hit. Another boon shit for Paul. Let's have Paul come over here with his dice. Paul's going to be rolling 11 dice here, Paul. How lucky do you feel with 11?
I mean, I got to get something. I literally got 1.
You got 1 out of 11.
He doesn't sink.
Yes, he doesn't sink. But anyways, that is the end of that friend right there. Now we get to move on to, I believe, yes, it is my 2. So, Paul, if you would mind taking one of those sticks and just seeing if he's within 6.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, you are well within 6. I can tell you that right now. Yes.
All right, well, let's shoot him in the back.
After I...
3 shots. 3 shots. Nothing. All right.
Thank goodness.
So, let's move him and we'll see where he ends up. There ends my 2. He basically flew up 5, got the turn, and then is now able to shoot Paul in the side once more. So this rookie taking a great shot, and he hits.
Oh, that's 4.
So Paul's going to bring over his 11 dice and roll them for us. All right, here we go. Paul, roll those 11 dice.
I got 3. So we're good.
3, so he is perfectly safe, but you are at 4 boonchits. 3 more, and the Russians will claim victory. But now, hey, look, Paul, this man gets to move. So
Thank
anyways,
goodness he lives.
Yeah, so let's see where Paul's going to move. This friend here from the pile of MiGs.
Poor thing.
Because where can you move with a pile of MiGs?
We're gonna go 8, and we're gonna get out of here.
All right. So he won't be landing there, folks, but he would just get to go
Yeah, I'm just moving one more. Yep.
So he's perfectly fine with getting out of. You can have a turning
right there in front of me.
there. He's going to get out of dodge,
And
he's
I'm going to climb finally.
All right, well, that is it. Woo, man. A lot of good shooting, but we'll have to see how round 5 wraps up again.
Goods and opinion.
Here's a look at round 4. All the MiGs over there flying in the MiG pattern. 3 Germans running for their lives. These veterans finally joining the fight and being chased down by 2 MiGs. Okay. Let me tell you, having the sluggish trait does make this a lot harder because I can't trigger any outmaneuvers here. That's what sluggish denies me. But being able to tail has been really good. It's been a lot of deciding hard movements to get the tailing. But anyways, let's clean up the board and move to round 5. Board's cleaned up for round 5. So anyways, let's see. First up on the line is everybody that is advantaged, and it is Paul Ace and his veterans. So anyways, we're going to let Paul move over though. So here is the before. And then if anything comes up with shooting or anything like that, we'll be back. So after all of Paul's movement, the Ace moved up slowly here. Paul was thinking about turning in 180 and coming in over here and trying to outmaneuver some guys. Didn't decide to do that. Played a little safe. But anyways, the veterans have all come up the board. This veteran did decide to use a great dive to get into this little cluster of MiGs. He outmaneuvered my 3 here. I did choose to do poorly trained pilots on him. Sadly, this man did pass the maneuverability test, so sadly that MiG does get to go to disadvantage. But anyway, that's all of Paul's advantaged aircraft. Let's move on to my 2 MiGs over there and see where they get to move. Here we are back at this MiG. Just flew up, I believe, 8. Was able to get the tail to go off here, so it's pilot action. He's going to fire right into the back of this man right here. Cha-chinga, cha-chinga, bullets flying everywhere. 4 shots. Yes, 4 shots. 1 hit. That's a 5th boom. All right, Paul, bring on down your dice. Let's roll them up. How many dice you rolling there, Paul?
Rolling 6.
Rolling
4 +
6. Let's see. Does he lose an advantage level? No, he is safe. So that's the end of that. But
this
that
getting
is
close. We are at 5.
5 boonchits. Hey, on round 5. Look at that. But anyways, that is the end of that MiG. Now his friend. All right, folks. Well, this man right here burned advantage to turn 180. Was able to move up 8. Was able to tail him, and now we're gonna shoot him.
Folks, this is not going well for the Germans.
All right, so anyways, 4 dice. I did go for superior armament. Rolled for gunnery test. I still keep superior armament here. Nope. Paul gets to stay alive for another turn. But that is it for those 2 MiGs. Anyways, the last advantage plane is Paul's 2, so let's see where that is going to get moved.
Well, I have a friend right here.
Check to see whether or not you get the shot. You are advantage level over to this neutral 2. Ooh, you do. And it's in the sides, so hey.
Yeah, you know what? I need to fire something. I need to do something with my life.
You need to hit something. All right, so
4 dice coming in.
4 dice.
I got a hit.
That's a hit. All right, I'll be back with all my dice. I am back with my dice, so it's 2 for my pilot skill plus 8, so 10 dice here. Let's see. Or, you know, some of the dice will come out. All right, well, anyways, we got 2 in the end. or at least one of in the end. I don't know if a dice hit a dice, but doesn't really matter in the end. Yeah, so that's it. We passed it. Yay for us. All right, Paul, let's do some movement.
All right, let's... Well, I also am going to go 4. And I've got some friends here that I don't like. Start exacting my revenge. At least try. So do I want to shoot for the 3 or do I want to shoot for the 2? Because it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm actually going to shoot for the 3 because I'm trying to check him.
4 dice coming in.
Oh, negative 5-4 game. Nope, not today.
All right, so don't need to roll any
Still 5-3.
Offensive dice. But anyways, with that is the end of all the advantaged fighters. Now we move into neutral fighters. So my 4 and my 3 will get to move here before Paul's 3 down here. So let's move up those fellas. Here we are. This MiG decided to use the ability Sustained Dive with Great Dive. Now, funny enough, I did pass through the cloud, so I didn't really have to use Sustained Dive. I totally didn't realize that. So I would have gone back to neutral anyways once I passed through it. But anyways, we did end right at the end of this man right here. And look at that. We were able to tell him, so let's shoot him. So I did trigger superior armaments as well, so I'm rolling 6 dice here. So 1 hit, that's the 6th boon chip, but Paul isn't out yet.
Not yet.
But this may be it with this man going down. So Paul, come on over with your dice.
5 dice, 3 plus 2.
All right.
If I don't get it,
5
folks.
dice, this is it for the win.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, so, but 1 more shot will do it. So now let's move the neutral 3 MiG up there down. The man moved on down his 8. Ends right here in front of this man and his pilot action. Blam! Right in the back of this fighter. So 4 dice. That is a hit. So Paul does get home field advantage here.
And I must, for it to happen, I take the highest.
I think it's right now it triggers, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
when I would go past, I have 7, be a 7th boon chip, which would be technically game over. I have 6 on the line. I get my highest skilled pilot,
which is a
plus
5.
My pilot skill, or my agility's 2.
Skill. All right.
So as long as I get
a success,
that
boon chip is ignored.
And I got it.
Okay,
so we're good.
That is ignored. Now the question is the fighter pilot. He's still got to roll for defense. See?
Oh, that's right.
You just removed the boon chip received for getting shot at.
Not quite 7. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So here we go.
All right.
Got to get an ace.
5 coming on down. If this is it, this is death. Oh, sunk with the ocean. The boon chip may have been blocked from being a home field advantage in the water.
But we still eventually took it anyway.
He eventually took it.
And it's the same one you've been chasing the entire time.
Exploded. But yes, that is it. Here is the board state after round 5. We would have gone to round 6. I think round 6 probably may have been my turn. I still had 2 fighters to go. Still had 2 fighters to go. Paul had this one, but I disadvantaged him, so he was going to go with the when all the disadvantaged went. But I still had my 2. I could have still probably turned my 2 down. The problem is not really, because I would have had to go on the disadvantage, but I probably would have turned down or maybe just turned around and maybe chased some of the guys over here. But yes, that is it. So let's go to a quick post-game conversation here. I think this one should be fun.
If there's a lesson to be learned, tailing will kill you.
Yes.
I think for next time what I'm going to do is just keep an eye. I wasn't looking for tailing on myself either towards you. And I looked after a board and realized there was one time I could have probably tried it had I went a little faster. I'm used to going fast out of the gate, and then I usually slow down afterwards. That didn't do well for me today. So I think we're going to kind of mix up the speeds and to where I can kind of get you out in front of me, and then I can come in behind, and maybe we can just reverse this role for next time. But, I mean, the game stayed true to the historical faction. The Germans lost to the Russians, so
yeah,
I'm just keeping true to history today, apparently.
Yeah, so anyways, today's very interesting. So just so everyone knows, there are certain planes in the game that have a negative trait. So it means it's something wrong with the build or history or mechanics or something with the plane that struggled with the pilot. So the MiGs, as you saw, can never attempted a outmaneuver. That's what sluggish means. I'm too sluggish to attempt to outmaneuver anyone. So to get around the fact that I can't outmaneuver to force anyone down a lower level so I can shoot them, that's what tailing came in. So really strong here to really show the tailing mechanic is with these MiGs for us. But like I said, there was a few times in the game where I could have tailed, couldn't tail, because again, tailing can only be triggered if, for a fact, like this guy right here and these two can tail him because he doesn't have anyone behind, no enemy planes are behind me as I attempt to tail. A few times when these three vets right here were over here and I was trying to cause these MiGs to tail them, I couldn't because there was always someone watching over them. Because again, you have to be in the back. So if someone's in my back watching me try to tail someone else, it means I can't tail them. But yes, the MiGs, Paul came back with the Germans. So, well, Paul, it sounds like you're going to try some tailing next time.
I believe so. I'm also looking forward to the other planes that you're working on. Try something different. I saw a couple other ones that I like because I like going fast, but I also realized that you got to control it too. So
yeah, this game
cost me today.
This game was a lot faster. I think when we started the first turn, we triggered a lot of great dives. I think I was flying real fast up the board presence. You flew up, but the problem is you only had 3 great dives to my 3 great climbs, and I of course had sustained dive, which
you were able to dive a lot longer, and so you were able to stay far enough ahead of me to where I really couldn't get into a tailing position.
Pretty much. And of course, sustained positions was really, sustained dive was also really nice because it allowed me to stay my advantage level. But anyways, that is the game. I hope you enjoyed everything here. Let me know again down in the comments if you saw anything we need to fix, if you want me to change how, the recording is going, editing, anything like that. New planes that are on the way. The MiGs got finished. The Mosquitoes are almost nearly done. I have another Bf, I think it's the 101s, dual engine plane for Germany. The P-51 D Mustangs are getting painted, so a lot of more planes are on the way. I think the next time we play, we will be able to try out multi-engine planes. I think that's going to be very interesting because they have a completely different rule set. Well, anyways, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell. Paul, any final words of advice?
Watch out for tailing. Gets you every time.
Gets us every time. Well, anyways, we'll see you here next time on P2 Plays.